Andrew and Kate, a Christmas-obsessed couple on our third Christmas Markets World Tour. Join us as we explore markets in 10 different cities across Europe. In this video, we're exploring Budapest, starting with the Christmas market and Advent feast at the Basilica of Budapest. It's not often you get vegetables at a Christmas market, but we are starting off Budapest Christmas Market's dinner with a langos with chicken, peppers, sour cream, and some veggies. Kind of a bit of a mix with the deep fried bread with some vegetables, but hey, it's not a sausage in a bun, so it's different.
This is a very traditional Hungarian dish, and you can't really find this anywhere else. We've never seen anything like this. In Colmar, France, we had a tarte flambée, which was somewhat similar, but it wasn't a fried dough as much. It was more of a flatbread, and then with this one, you've got kind of just the big fried puffy bread. See, I like sour cream. Kate doesn't like sour cream, so this might just be my thing, but I'm gonna try to get everything in one bite because it's all kind of in the middle. So I'm not really sure how to get everything in it in one bite without kind of like picking it out. This is really good. It has the fried dough is a really good fried bread. The chicken and peppers on top is very similar to fajita chicken and peppers.
For dessert, we had to pick up a Hungarian specialty, the chimney cake, which is strips of dough circled around a thick cone, baked to perfection, then rolled in spices and sugar. We ordered the cinnamon chimney cake with Nutella inside, and oh my goodness, it was unbelievably good. You can find these at many markets across Europe, but we think they absolutely taste the best in their home country. One of the things we love most about visiting new places during Christmas is to see the cities all lit up in sparkling lights, but Budapest really takes city lights to the next level by uplighting their famous monuments on either side of the Danube. In order to get a better look into the city and to warm ourselves up a bit, we took a boat ride share to the riverfront to take an evening sightseeing cruise with unlimited Prosecco, which we booked through Get Your Guide. This 75-minute cruise came with comfortable seating, a fun atmosphere, insanely gorgeous views of the city of Budapest, and truly unlimited Prosecco or lemonade, and the occasional announcement to tell you interesting fun facts about historic sites you're currently seeing. After the wonderful cruise and our fair share of bubbly, we walked about a mile along the Danube back to Christmas markets for hot chocolate, the iconic LED light projection show, and more market goodness. We've just finished the Prosecco boat tour around the Danube, and it is time for some real food again and some hot chocolate. This is the densest hot chocolate I've ever seen. Oh, it's like drinking a liquid chocolate bar. It is the best hot chocolate I've ever had. Whoa. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
So I saw this adorable candle that called to me. We don't have much space in our suitcases. If y'all didn't know, we travel full time with just a suitcase and a backpack each. That's all we've got. So we're not one for big souvenirs, but we do love to burn sweet little candles as we're in each Airbnb to make it feel like home over Christmas time. I saw this adorable little Christmas candle. He had to come home with me. Another travel hack, I have a currency converter app that I love very much that I've been swearing by. So 1,300, yeah, it's about $3.75. At St. Peter's Basilica, every 30 minutes or so after dark, they do a show on the church. So we're gonna try and see if we can get a good spot, if that's how it works, or whatever we can do to see what the show is about. Okay, I've never felt more like a celebrity in my life, more so than walking through the Christmas markets with this beef goulash. Everyone is like, it looks so good. It's perfect. Britain thinks they do Sunday roast. Yeah. Some Hungarian beef goulash. Yeah. They had deer as an option too, which is fine. But I wanted to keep it classic with the beef. It is unbelievable. And very windy.
Best Christmas market food ever. Sometimes you just don't get a lot of beef, or you don't get a lot of chicken, you don't get a lot of the meat, but this is a giant plate of meat and it is tender and it is flavorful and salty. That's a 10 out of 10 for me, so good. This is 6,500 forint, which is about $18, which, I mean, it's still pretty good for a 2-person meal. It's definitely the most expensive thing we bought at Christmas markets because we typically share things, but $18 is good for 2 people.
I think Budapest has some of the best handmade ornaments and gifts and things that I've seen of any market. We've been to like nearly a dozen at this rate, and the creativity and the good craftsmanship and woodworking and things, and even like ironworking earlier, has just been like, this is what it's about. Not like the, you know, there's some that look a bit generic that you see about everywhere, but these have some of the most like clever and cutest gifts. Welcome to the fashion lane before Voromarty Square. Probably butchering the names of all of this, but there's like a tiny little market that's like fashion based before you get to the next square.
Honestly, I love a walkable Christmas market city.
Yes.
Like Budapest has just been beautiful.
Yeah.
And we did that river cruise and kind of got to see the overall like
Vibe of the city. Yeah.
And I just love that you can walk from one Christmas market to the next.
Very jolly and communal, and you've got Christmas music around and lots of performances and just people out and about doing kind of the same thing you are. It's been really, really good. I haven't experienced this kind of wind at a Christmas market yet. It was like 55 yesterday. Today dropped down to 45, so it's a bit colder. For sure. We've made it to the last Christmas market of the night in one of the main town squares, and it is much smaller but very, very cute and very well decorated. There's a few things to note about the mulled wine we just got. One, we have not seen a single real mug at these markets. Just an interesting note. It's fine because then you don't have to do the whole deposit and turn it back thing, but it's not as cute. I mean, this is fine. And also, just about everywhere always wants cash. At Christmas markets, cash is king. But here, he was like, card only. And I'm like, okay. So there we go. One other thing to note is that there is more English here than we've seen anywhere in Europe. Honestly, there is everything in English and then a few things in Hungarian, but just about all the signs are also in English. So it's very useful. If this is your first time in Europe, could honestly be a really good gateway to getting into Christmas markets in Europe. Got some red mulled wine to try for the first time in Hungary. That's delicious. Just like everything else, does not disappoint. It's the perfect mix of spices, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, not too much licorice, not too much cinnamon. It is honestly perfect. Let me see how much the currency conversion is because I don't know what 1,300 means. About a little less than $4. That is great for a almost like quarter liter of wine.
Budapest has really like won us over, both just the city itself and the Christmas markets. It's just beautiful. We need to spend more time here just as a regular destination, but the Christmas markets are a really good reason to come to Budapest, but I think just exploring Budapest itself is totally worth a visit. If it isn't for the Christmas markets being really good, Budapest itself just really sets it above. So putting those two together, I think it's one of our top 5 favorite Christmas markets for sure. We're definitely gonna spend more time here in the future.